is, I had to use it real bad, y'all. Okay, but my hands clean and we back. Um, no offense, but that is kind of like Taliban or jihad energy. Even if these people were so-called black, they were already. What that's showing me is that they was already working against the other breed of people that were building up legacy. Even if we were the ones that were, dark skinned or the last ones to eat, and that were either intertwined or of wealthy bloodlines or the lower part. It was time for this to be a come up, but these people cleaved on too. That's why I say about the partial or parham, that name that they use to get close to the family. They have part of it, they don't have the whole thing unless they have us. So this could be them trying to trap or keep us close or something like this as family or friend or close connected, while they siphon the energy and bring themselves up higher. This could be talking about Deuteronomy. So the new Ham share, because these could be Hamites, or darker. Ham is the progenitor of the darker races. This could be dark skin, but we could also be talking about dark energy, evil ones, wicked ones. Okay. So, okay. So what I was just thinking was that don't mean nothing. It kind of just makes my point that the people that the parents told them at 14 go get a job and never look back, they could have also knew about what they were trying to bring into the Americas or this type of something. When America, it was normally okay to let your children come back home after college or something to get settled in until they find a job if they wasn't married, blah blah blah, whatever whatever. But these days the shit can be dangerous because they might not come back the same. That's one thing. But I want to say that shows something. All right, what does it show? It shows that these are the people that's trying to go with this workers race. But this, you had to, with some, you had to understand that these are people that was used to being controlled, or they were servants, or in servitude, or in some type of slavery, or in some type of servitude, working for less than they deserving, and things like this for years and years and years and years. So you got the nerves of people that carry themselves in another way and try to call them eccentric, or like you wasn't serious about your life, or you don't have these many hours, or you don't have this much college degree, or whatever. But it's in my bloodline though, so nobody's taking that away. So that just means that you've been compromised by having an owner or something longer than I have. You see, you've been indoctrinated. I was gonna say inoculated. You've been indoctrinated in something a little bit longer. Because again, once they got to these privileged positions and they stole these houses and this money from us, you're not working no more. So why would, if these are the gatekeepers, the ones that was supposed to give us these gifts of money or abundance to let us, or tell us what's the safest place for us to go and enjoy this stuff while we break away from the world and go under the radar and have fun and come back serious about our future or our legacy, or to play the part that we need to play in the family. You see what I'm saying? But these could have been people that went with you, helped you spend the money, and was docking everything that you do. Every person you slept with, every drug you took, everything like that. I mean, for the people that was able to experience that. And the way that they got snaked out is by these people trying to act perfect right there. But behind the scenes, all they think now day or night is wicked things of how to harm people and how to steal from people. But they'll call you wicked because they were with you when you had fun and you might have smoked weed or, things like this. So that's the only thing that is making me see is that somebody could have been, although it wasn't no royal lifestyle that I was living when my dad was still giving me money when I was a teenager, I was still able to have a little bit of money in my pocket. And it wasn't all the time. I didn't have no credit card. I didn't have no shopping sprees all the time. I still had to go every 6 months or something during school and say, Dad, can we go shopping for clothes? I still wasn't able to order clothes and buy up shit how these kids these days get credit cards and shit like that. It wasn't nothing like that. It's just my dad was always working. If my friends came to pick me up, I said, hey, swing by here. Let me go by my dad's job and see if I can get some money. And then we could go or whatever. It was just something like that, right? So that's one thing I wanted to say. So you could look at it either way. You could look at it either way. Because when these people scored and stole our inheritance or was digging in our trust funds and got them nice houses and they buying all these contraptions, these $1,000 toothbrushes and shit like this, what did you do to pay all that fucking money to get? It's really just because that's the pampered life that I'm supposed to be living, and you gave that position to somebody else, and you're trying to make me jealous, which I would never buy that much junk. It could be as clean as possible. It could be decorated. It could be laid out the way that they have it laid out, and it's still a bunch of junk. It's a bunch of shit. You understand? So you're not making me jealous. Cause I wouldn't do that. I'd rather just use my money to hire some people to do the shit for me. And this is why I say these people be fronting. They be trying to show you these cleanup videos and stuff like this. 9 times out of 10, they probably, the house so big, you got so much shit. You probably got somebody that come in there from Monday to Friday. And on Saturday, you do a cleaning session to make it seem like you got OCD and you keep your house that clean. That's what I'm saying. But one thing it'll show with that one channel that I was watching earlier is that a big girl, just because somebody big, don't mean they got to be sloppy. That's the only thing that I learned today. Because my daughter kind of big or whatever. For her, you know, bigger than she was, you know, when she had children. But the way she be moving around here, running around here after them kids, I'm like, girl, you go. Your ass be on the move. I can't even keep up with you. Big or not. She got some zest. She be on it. She be on it. She be moving. The way she move in that kitchen. Okay, the way she move, getting them twins ready and stuff like this. I'm like, damn, ain't you tired? But anyways, so we can look at it like that. Alright? And again, you know, you worked all your life. Don't you know about the work ethic? But these are the people that'll be the first one to steal something from somebody so big. Or these is people that didn't care about you because they knew that they was going to try to use the workforce, whatever they did over there in the UK when they said, oh, we're tired of the Brits and the rule, the crown. We're going to go with the workforce or the works labor people or something. Okay. Now, what was I going to say? And it just slipped my mind. So maybe I'm not supposed to say it. Oh, so you know how hard it is to work for your money, but you're going to go ahead and just steal somebody else's stuff outright. You're going to steal somebody else's legacy or something like this outright. Somebody could be trying to give you a man back, a wounded warrior, but this person could be sick. But they love you. This is dangerous because these people could be looked at as like higher ups. And if they're coming back sick after you told them not to go out in the field and mess with these certain dirty people, even if their house is clean, like the Bible say, even if the outside of the cup is spick and span and clean, the inside is dirty. So these could be people that they was watching your wife at home, showing you how filthy she is. Oh, people ain't supposed to do like that. Oh, she didn't even wash her hands when she just left out the bathroom. And then they said, oh, look at these women. Oh, the house is so spick and span. Oh, I love for my wife to keep my house clean like that. Then you get over there, you can't breathe, you can't move, you can't drop your drawers without getting yelled at. You can't leave a little piece of toothpaste on the thing. You can't leave a piece of hair on the ground unless this bitch is yelling at you all day. And then you say, dang, I guess maybe it was better over there with that one girl that was kind of messy. All I had to deal with is her piles of clothes in the floor in the damn bedroom. And I was tripping about that, you know. And now I'm with this bitch. I can't even breathe wrong in the room with her without her wanting to fight me. You know what I'm saying? I can't even use my fork. My fork can't hit the plate when I'm eating, or else she gonna bite my head off. You know, somebody could be with a person that's like that. You know, it can be hard to deal with somebody that's too extra over the top click because OCD is a mental illness. You usually these people could have been piled up as teenagers or children in some kind of nasty dungeon, and they deal with the stress of that or something, so they keep everything clean around them because they couldn't control the cleanliness around them at some point in time. They could have been stuck in households where, you know, they had to live with somebody for a certain amount of time and it was filthy and they couldn't control how those people keep their house. And so now, because they got mentally disturbed by that, from now on when they get a house, it got to be spectacularly clean. You know, usually I told you it's people with dirty hearts and dirty minds and dirty spirits that they can't cleanse the inside of themselves and do the work on themselves. So they try to make sure that you're clean. Everything else around them is clean to convince people not to work with nothing that they ain't clean because they know that they can hide their filth on the inside and just keep an appearance of material things on the outside or things of the flesh being clean. Or somebody scrubbing their body with the skin is falling off with soap. That's a problem. People should have a little bit of natural body odor. Well, I don't know. Maybe I like it, but everybody don't have to like it. I don't want to be with no bitch or no nigga that smell like a bar of soap. I want to smell a little bit of your natural, you know, underarm smell. I might be weird. You know what I'm saying? I might be weird, but you know what I'm saying? I don't mind. Okay. So I like my own body odor. Shit. Sometimes when I don't put deodorant, because people be playing hide my deodorant and shit like this. I don't put deodorant. And I sometimes be digging my hand under my arm. I be like, oh, it smell like lemon verbatim. You know, it smell like natural like stuff or whatever. You know, and people just think it's nasty, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. But that's what I think the Bible is talking about. People that disguise, you know, their filth by trying to keep everything around them clean. The perfectly clean car, all these things. To hide the toxins that's in their mind, heart, and soul. That's why I think a lot of these men, they were coached to, we know, we got experience, we know what to do. If you're going to be making it, you cannot be living with that woman. She's not a cleanophobe. You have to go live with a clean woman, and then they're going to pick you guys. Or the woman has to be working 24 hours a day. I've done that part. You should have got all the footage from back then when I was the one that was doing everything for the children instead of paying the bills. That's when I had 4 children and I had to do all the bathing and cooking and all that shit by myself and take them to school and the doctor's appointments and shit by myself. Go back and look at that footage, because I'm not doing it a fucking game. To prove it to you. Who? Somebody that's not even supposed to be in a position of power? Yeah, somebody got an animosity with someone here about something. Like, again, these people are illegitimate. The whole empire need to come get burnt down so I can walk in the room. So these people ain't really talking to me. But this is somebody that's trying to stop the money or the finances, or they change something. These are we're getting stronger. These could be, I don't know, these could be the Scream people, or that's why I wonder if this is who is it? Damn, because I was hearing that there's another thing that's coming up here. Another group of people. And y'all know the ones, okay, with the Scream mask, with the hoodies, the black hoodies. Anonymous. I was thinking QAnon, Anonymous, like somebody could be a part of a group like this. And whoever they got with this group, or the Dark Skies or something, or the Thriller people, whoever they got with this person got animosity, so they did something. This could be as Amber Rose Tarot. Now, these people could be looking bummy, living in their car, doing videos in their cars, acting like they don't have nowhere to live. But the power that they trying to wield, that's the thing. But you up under somebody that convinced you, you sitting up on under somebody that convinced you that you got to live on the street like a dog and pretend to be poor for a certain amount of time so you could trick people, so you could have the power and manipulate people's lives from your car living on the street or something like this, or out of your place to live. Okay? But the money, these people pretending like they don't have no money backing them. Like 9419 in them. Like Empress Lillian. These people that try to show you like they living in a tent or something, or they living out on the street or something like this, but they really backed by a family that's using them as a pawn, that convinced them that they had to embarrass themselves and humiliate themselves, something like this, and pretend to live on the street, and then in 10 years you'll get this. And whoever this this ain't even supposed to be in here. Whoever this 9 of Pentacles, or somebody that you was born with vineyards underneath your feet, but they just ain't giving it to you, or they lied or changed the name. You thinking like, where they do that at? My mama and them said, the angel said, God said that these lands was mine or something like this forever. You know, like, what you talking about? So somebody could have just did something with some money. The person's so jealous. Mind you, these could be aunties and uncles and people that played a part as your grandma, your grandpa, your auntie, your uncles in your life at one point in time. Whether they came into the Truman Show to kill somebody and run back out and put the grandma back, or whatever these people was doing. So somebody just did this in the past 24 to 48 hours. They found out that I was going to get this or you was going to get this. And then they try to change something because they mad. These are people that be like, worry about your husband that you got after they done gave him HIV or something and try to send him back home to you. These bitches like this, they got animosity. But you really got the animosity with yourself. You really got the animosity because what's hiding behind there? Somebody else got faith and you lost it before you can get saved. You sold out to something else. Yeah, the entity attachment in reverse for this person. Somebody did it without taking on the entity attachment to open up their pathway. So these people want to blame something, but 9 times out of 10, I bet they did something when it was their turn. They had all the help in the world and they fell for temptation. Or they ran off with some rock star or something like this. Now, I ain't going to say it didn't sound like a good idea, but you get what I'm saying. You could be somebody that was born to bring a rock star. You could get the rock star, but you could cleanse him, and anoint him, and take him on this pathway with you because you listen to God. What? I don't have to be quiet. Because you listen to God. These people had to come back in and steal your mates and do all this stuff when you was in a confusing time, or you didn't know, or you was being buried with other people sin and wondering why and stuff like this. And then you still persevered through, or I did, whoever this is. Okay. But these people is mad because they had these, you had these attachment onto you when you went through this process and you didn't make it all the way over. You didn't make it to this point. So you had to drop off and then come back 10 years later when somebody else got their opportunity and steal it because you had experience and you knew how the game worked. Somebody mad. That's why I told you that experience is going to be the downfall. 6 of Swords. Somebody going to jail. Somebody going to jail. These are also these women that practice Kama Sutra, or the people from where they talk about Dinah in the Bible, when the auntie is always like, hey, come, you know, when the little cousins and the uncles and your brother and them come back in town, it's always that auntie that's like, hey, nephew, come stop over here first. Come stop over here first before they come say, hey, sis, or hey, cuz, can I come stay at your house? You know, I'm down here for a couple days. Then the auntie like, oh, then he like, dang, I thought you was coming yesterday. Not like you about to be sleeping with them, but there could be, while you're in your sleep realm and you're in close proximity, there could be things being put together between you and people of these particular types of nature. So I'm not saying nothing nasty for me. I don't know what nobody else in the family was doing, but for me, that shit wasn't going on. But for somebody else, it could have been. Okay. So this is the aunties that be like, yeah, and then they be like, no, oh man, I only got one more day. I'm gonna promise I'm gonna come visit you, sis, because they might have went to the auntie house, had a drink, and then these incubus, succubus energies get on them over there. And then, you know, you can't build nothing with them because now they got an entity attachment. By the time they get to your house, they just a plug. Because most of the time, these aunties and shit like this, they didn't like you or they didn't like your calling. This probably wasn't nothing that they were saying out loud, but you could feel it. And so by the time that the brother get to your house, man, I'm tired, man. Oh, auntie had me over there for 3 days. She was cooking that food and shit. I was sleep on that couch. We were smoking blunts and shit like this. I only had 1 day to get up over here. You get what I'm saying? And this damn thing is on them when they spend the night at your house that one last night and you take them to the airport. You the one that got to take them to the airport and shit like this. And now you stuck with this thing on there. You see what I'm saying? I don't know why my boobs hurt. And I'm looking at her holding her boobs here. My boobs hurt a lot. Chakras in alignment. There could be something going on with the sun here. Somebody could be passing. Like, somebody could be moving in a different direction here. Okay? Yeah, moving. Travel. There could be something that's actually going to be happening here. All right? Mature man. All right? Maybe somebody is traveling towards you with a mature man. Maybe this is the mature man that can't be moved by something. They could be traveling towards you with this person. This mature man is like, this looks like somebody that can't be moved. They're like, nah, I see this person in alignment. When I'm around this person, something like this, there's some kind of ascension here. But whoever this is with this 10 of cups, somebody about to lose out on this 10 of cups here. Now, again, on the spiritual level, you could have aunties and shit like this that's mad at you. Some you didn't even help. You never looked at their husband as attractive or anything, but these aunties and these witches went and manipulated something. They saw something that you had and said, "Ooh, I want that." Or I remember him from a past lifetime, and they did some witchcraft to stick you with they. Some men, some aunties is worried about you taking their man. Some of us should have been worried about the aunties trying to put their man on us. And then try to blame it on you, like, oh, every time one of the little cousins be hanging out here, they end up sleeping with my man. No, no, no. You ain't nobody in my life never had to worry about no shit like that with me. Because once I find out that somebody I care about, especially a woman, okay, and then a man, yes, that too, they care about somebody, and I come around, you look like a piece of nothing to me. You know, I ain't even gonna lie and say it's a time when we all met some people at the same time, and I'm like, damn, that bitch got that. I was looking at that nigga first. She got him. I was looking at him first, but damn. And then for the next couple, and when y'all kick it, then you see that one click, and you like, yeah, he fucking with her like that. And then at that point, you know, it ain't no, because you know, y'all, you know how well when we was young, and y'all be kicking it in a group. And then, you know, the first week or something like that, everybody like, yeah, 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 yeah. And then you thinking like, you know, motherfucker, he looking over there, but he looking over here too or something. But let me see what's gonna happen or whatever. And then there's that one thing that happened, and you're like, oh, that's it. It's hers. You know, he's on that side. You know, it might be like looking too hard or something. I'm like, yeah, I don't even, he ain't attractive no more. I see a spark there, and I'm not interested. Okay, so it's something like that. Okay. Yeah, we got the flying monkeys with the voodoo energy here. All right. This could be, I told y'all it was a guy that was dating maybe women that's maybe not that maybe not that attractive, but they're very witchy. This could be a feminine energy that's pretty smart. She could be gorgeous, but she's dealing with flying monkeys, and for me, flying monkeys don't be really that much attractive. But I feel like this could be a relationship built off of what they can do for each other. You know, this person like, yeah, I got a bad bitch on my side. And this person like, okay, I traded off a god or a lord or something. And now, you know, I got a flying monkey. I don't know. There could be something convenient about a situation here. Okay. Somebody could be changed. Somebody could be changed. Somebody could also be trying to say that you're changed. But I feel like somebody else is examining the situation like, nah, this person just in alignment. Like, you know, a whole bunch of flying monkeys can't tell you that Dorothy had a good heart. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of zombies that want you to be a zombie, they're not going to sit there and say, oh, yeah, this person is in alignment. So this could be like a priest or something here. All right, that's checking, because some people could have been getting fooled for like decades about who is healed and who is not, or who is in alignment and who is not. There hasn't been any real indications here. What these people might not want to be honest is they've been waiting to see who is this person that's gonna come with this type of energy. We didn't hit this person with the wham bam, thank you ma'am, end you sir, and the person is still doing something. So I don't know. Again, health concerns with the star seed energy. Somebody, this back when somebody's mom was sick, they could have lost a lot of money when somebody's mom was sick. They're not going to get this back. Somebody could be in debt trying to show out or keep up an appearance. All right. Because I was just hearing in my head, oh, there's a man. Oh, there's a man. Okay. And while I'm holding this thief in reverse. Okay, I don't know if you got somebody that you had before already and they deceived you and they listening from the background like, oh my God, y'all told me I was going to be able to do this and go back to my person or something. Oh, the way this bitch is talking, I'm not never going to have a chance. But I'm hearing, so somebody could be working hard to not be a thief or to do something, but these could be lies being cleared up to a certain group or clan or tribe of people to set something right. Okay, it had to happen like this. But I was hearing there's a man. Oh, there's a man out there, and he is doing this. And God would not tell me what he's doing. But I was hearing it. Oh, there is a man. And it's like what I'm seeing, like, okay, like the woman that people like, oh, this person is crazy, this bitch is crazy, nobody going to be able to conquer this person. And there is a man, and he is doing something, or he got something done, and he is going to get rewarded. This might even by the woman that everybody wanted to be rewarded, like everybody wanted this woman to submit to them. And there is a man out there, okay. Whew. He might even been gay, or he might be gay, or he might be, kind of like eccentric or something like this. But there is a man, okay. Somebody could be surprised, like this person could be thinking, like, they surprised that somebody said you was the thief, or I was the thief and you not. Okay, this could have made this man go down a certain road or something, but they like, there is a man, okay? But somebody is doing death magic on him behind his back. Whoever this is that's surprised. Hold on. Whoever this is that's surprised, somebody is behind this person's back doing death magic on them. Somebody, this could be even a girl. You see how this look like a boy, but a girl. Somebody could be androgynous or something. This could also just be somebody that has like a very strong jawline, and they could be very tall and things. They could have broad shoulders, long fingers or something, but they are a girl. They could have big feet, a size 10, something like this, 11. I don't know. But somebody is something like this. Okay, but somebody is doing death magic on this person behind their back. Somebody might like to wear hoodies and stuff. D-Lo. CeeLo Green. CeeLo Green. Death. Go low. Green. I don't know. With the purple behind it. Purple rain. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. These people could be manifesting really heavily, but they're not being seen in high honor anymore. And something is going to be changed or something. Okay, we got this unbothered energy is stopping this person from manifesting. Somebody might like to use this peace sign. This could mean something else too. Okay. These could be people showing you that there's two of them. Watch your back. But whoever this is the reason why this person cannot manifest anymore. This could be some team, like these were vampires that been clicked up for like 1,000 years or 100 years or 50 years or something like this. And I don't know. I just feel like something is you know how they got like how Bella and whatever like this. How Bella and Edward, but just think about this. If Bella and Edward, there was a third party or something, because Edward didn't have nobody. After Bella, it was just Bella and Edward. But with Bella and Edward, Bella had Edward and Jacob. You see? In order for her to survive, she would not have survived if she didn't have them both at that time. But somebody, yeah, and oh, look how they just spent around like that. In order for this person to manifest again, they got to drop whoever this is. Now, this unbothered could be somebody's name, or this could be a way that somebody is feeling about something. Somebody could be looking at you like you unbothered, okay, but you could be unplugged. High honor in reverse. I Get Out. I used to like that Lauryn Hill song, I Get Out. I get out all your boxes. Okay. Okay. So this could be a situation like this. Okay, somebody might want to make you feel. Somebody keeps saying, I'm about to make you feel my love. So somebody could be trying to make you feel them so they can manifest again. But this could be somebody that been locked out of your energy, and they not understanding that you here at this point in time, what you've been through, you ain't talking, you ain't taking no half-ass shit or what nobody else say. Nigga, what did I just say do and you didn't do it? And so you not, don't even come over here until you doing what the fuck I said that you supposed to be doing. Then you could be in charge after you get that shit done. Cause I know what's gonna happen if you don't get this shit done or we don't get this shit done. So it's something like this. Somebody could be feeling like that. Yeah, because I feel like this person did something to their Empress. This whoever this person is did something to their Empress. And somebody knows this. Or maybe they didn't know it at some point in time, but they know now. Somebody did something to their Empress. And until they end something, it's like the money is in reverse. They realize they did something to their Empress. When they did something to their Empress, they can't manifest. When they with this unbothered energy, they can't manifest. They being drained of their energy. They being drained of their money. Because these is women that just didn't like the Empress. They only used these men as pawns because the men were surrounded by the Empress. It's like, say the Empress didn't even know she was an Empress, and there was a group of people around her. These women only came in and shake their booty to get these men to leave the Empress's side so Empress could be wide open so they could do something. But their thing about the Empress is to come on and be like, look at the lifestyle that he built with me. I showed him a different way, and that's why he loves me more than you. Look at what we've been able to build over here. It looks so much better than your crappy house, or something like this. Or, oh, you was able to get him to get your nails done once a month, bitch. He paying for this, he paying for that, he paying for that. You must not be that good. This is the only this for clout. This is all these girls want for clout. That's it. To the point where these bitches gonna be back to the dust. It's just point blank simple. Period. This is what's going on here. Okay? Yeah, I'm telling you, or else I'm trying to tell you, there's death, or this person could already be dead. This person could already be dead here. This person could already be dead here. Now, now, that's what I'm saying about these people. I don't know what they worried about. But like, if you try to snatch a dick, you try to snatch a wand away from me that I prepared, that I created. I wasn't worried about the wand. I didn't. Some of these wands I don't even know I anointed. Put it like that. So you want to play these games? It's a couple. It's a couple of them that I need to see this lifetime. So you wanted to try to hurry up and go marry that motherfucker if you want to. It's still mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the ones that I don't know, that I'm not consciously aware that I anointed. It's like, they might be in the future sometime. Yeah, you got your lick or something like this. Now it's time to do shit my way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No other way. And again, the reason why these girls did this, the cock block on it, is because they knew it ain't. You might not even have to love this person. You may not have to be this person, but it's a couple of wands that somebody need to see. That's all I said. And these people thought that a marriage or something was gonna be getting in the way of it or something like this. You was just borrowing it. You can't have it for real. You the borrowing the motherfucking wand. What you think the Queen of Wands? The Queen of Wands, she had to sacrifice maybe even her reputation to be the Queen of Wands in some of these situations. You can't, somebody already laid this groundwork 20 years ago. Somebody like, oh, how many? Oh, let me go out here and be with these money people or that person because that person was with this person. Bitch, you just an addition to the field now. You go field nigga now. You were better off just being my friend and being loyal. Now if you done got anointed with the salve, your ass about to be a slave. Just, I don't know what these people is thinking. Lord. But we got a star seed here.